Chapter 7. The Mirror Maze. From Zara's perspective, the hallway twisted behind us. No door. No beginning. No end. Just mirrors. And the thing inside them. It wasn't walking anymore, it was gliding. Moving like smoke with bones. Its limbs brushed against the glass, and the sound was like nails on frozen skin. Liam backed into a mirror. "We have to move." Fast. But there was no forward. Only more reflection. More us. I grabbed Maya's hand and pulled her after me. Noah followed, his breath ragged. The light from his phone flickered wildly, casting shadows that didn't belong to any of us. And then the mirrors began to change. They no longer showed memories. They showed possibilities. In one, I saw myself older, colder, with white eyes just like the burned children. I was standing in the Ashcroft house, smiling like I belonged there. In another, I wasn't there at all. Just an empty hallway. A whisper on loop. Gone. 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 Maya screamed. We turned, her reflection was gone. The mirror in front of her showed only a black void. "No," she whispered. "It is pulling me in." I reached for her, but her arm passed through the glass. The surface rippled like water. I didn't think. I just dove in after her. The cold hit me like a scream. I couldn't breathe, couldn't see. Just swirling dark and distant whispers. Then light. I landed hard, coughing, on a dusty floor. Maya was beside me, shaking, eyes wide. We were in a room again. But not the one we left. The mirrors were gone. So were Liam and Noah. Instead, there was a fireplace. Cold. Blackened. And above it, a painting. Of the Ashcroft children. Only now there were 5 of them. The 5th looked just like me. Maya saw it too. "Zara," she whispered. "It is trying to make you one of them." And deep in the walls, the house groaned like it was waking up. Chapter 8. Taken. From Zara's perspective, somewhere in the house a child laughed. Not a happy laugh, a broken, hollow sound. Maya and I stood frozen, staring at the painting above the fireplace. The 5th child, she didn't just look like me. She was me. Same eyes. Same scar above the brow. Same necklace I was wearing right now. I touched it, the chain felt colder. "They are trying to replace someone," I whispered. "Or trap us. One by one." "Where's Noah?" Maya asked. Her voice trembled. "I don't know." "Or Liam." I turned slowly. "But I think the house is splitting us up on purpose." Maya stepped closer to the fireplace. There was a scorched journal on the mantel, half burned and brittle. She flipped it open gently. Pages filled with a child's handwriting. Jagged. Desperate. "They watch us in the mirrors. Mama says don't look too long or they will take your face. Thomas disappeared yesterday. Edith says he lives in the walls now." The final page was smeared in something dark. One word was scratched again and again. "Stay." "We can't," I muttered. "We have to find the others. And we have to leave." Maya nodded, her jaw tight. "Let's go." We pushed open a nearby door and stepped into another hallway, but it wasn't the same house anymore. The walls were covered in handprints. Burned into the wallpaper. Small. Child-sized. Some dragged downward, like they had been trying to hold on. Flickering lights revealed writing scrawled across the ceiling. "Every house needs a heart." Suddenly, I felt a pulse. Not mine. The house's. It was alive. And it was getting stronger. Then we heard it, Noah's scream. Far away but sharp. Real. We ran. Every hallway twisted. Doors moved. Time bent. But we followed the sound until... We found him. Noah was on the floor, blood on his forehead, surrounded by shattered glass. The mirror hallway had spit him out, barely conscious. "We are here," I said, dropping beside him. "You are okay." "No," he rasped. "It showed me what happens if we don't leave. If we become them." His eyes met mine. "It wants you, Zara." I knew he was right. And somewhere in the dark, I felt Liam calling. Not with words, but with silence. Chapter 9. the heart of the house. From Zara's perspective, we carried Noah through the twisting corridors. His breath was shallow but steady. Whatever the mirrors had done to him, they hadn't taken him, not completely. Not yet. But Liam was still missing. "I think he is close," I whispered. I didn't know how I knew. I just felt him, like a string tugging at my chest. Maya nodded. "Then we follow that." The house didn't fight us this time. It led us. The halls grew older, darker. Paint peeled like old skin. The wood under our feet creaked with every step, like we were walking on bones. Then we saw the door. Black. Wooden. Heart-shaped carving in the center cracked straight down the middle. Without speaking, we pushed it open. Inside a round room. Stone walls. No windows. In the center, a wooden cradle. And Liam. He was standing beside it, pale, shaking. "Zara?" he whispered. It showed me my sister. I heard her voice. But it wasn't her. It was them. They tricked me. We moved toward him, but he backed away. "Don't get close. I think they marked me." I stopped. Something pulsed under my feet. The cradle began to creak. Maya gasped. Inside it wasn't a baby. It was a mass of mirrors, broken shards fused together, forming something like a heart. Beating. With every thud, whispers echoed across the room. "Stay. Stay. Stay." Noah covered his ears. "Make it stop!" I stepped forward, anger replacing fear. "You want someone to stay? Then take me. Let them go." "Zara, no!" Maya grabbed my arm. But it was too late. The heart in the cradle cracked wide open, and she stepped out. The other me. Same face. Same clothes. But her eyes were pure white. She smiled. "You were always meant to stay," she whispered. "You belong here." I looked into her face, into my face, and I finally understood. The house didn't just want souls. It wanted replacements. It needed mirrors to survive. I took one step toward her and reached out, but not to take her hand to grab the shard in her chest. With a scream, I yanked it free. The mirror heart shattered. The room exploded with wind and shadow. The cradle crumbled. The whispers turned to screams, and the house began to collapse. Chapter 10, Let Me Out. From Zara's perspective, the house was falling apart. Not like a normal building, not bricks and boards, but memory, time, and space. It tore in silence. Walls peeled like paper. Doors folded into themselves. Mirrors screamed as they shattered one by one. We ran. Maya had Noah's arm over her shoulder. Liam was beside me, limping but alive. The hallway twisted again, but this time I saw through it. The illusions, the loops, the traps. It was all her. The girl who wore my face. The house's reflection of me. But she was gone now. Fading. Cracked from within. We found the front door. The real one. It was back where it used to be, no longer a wall, but splintered wood hanging on rusted hinges. Sunlight poured through the cracks. "Go!" I shouted. Maya didn't wait. She pulled Noah through. Then Liam. I turned to follow, but I stopped. A whisper behind me. "You broke the mirror. But the house remembers." I turned. The painting above the fireplace still hanging. Only now it was empty. The children were gone. And for a second, so was my reflection in the broken glass beside it. Then I saw myself again, tired, bruised, real. "Not this time," I said. And I walked out the door. Outside, the house let out one final groan. Then silence. Just trees. Wind. Morning light. We stood there for a long time, none of us speaking. Then Noah looked down at his phone. Still broken. But on the screen, one last photo. Us. Standing at the gate. Before we went in. Except, in the photo, there was a fifth figure. Barely visible. In the window of the hollow house. Watching. Smiling.